Hi there, Mary Martinez here, and I wanted to share the big changes I made to my accounting lifecycle checklist. So this is a checklist that I've been sharing with the accounting, bookkeeping, and tax community for many, many years. It's a comprehensive checklist where we start with the client's information, and then we basically build out a comprehensive task list of every transaction that you can be doing for a business owner. And it's built off what's called the accounting life cycle, which is a methodology where I teach business owners and accounting professionals on how to complete accounting tasks year round, from managing their books. And I always like to say managing the books is basically the month end work, to balancing the books, and then the quarter end work that you need to do on a quarterly basis. And then, of course, the very detailed closing of the books, which usually happens between December and March of every year. And this checklist had all of these tasks in there, in addition to really setting it up from a perspective of who is actually working on it, what's the status of that work, and then going even deeper in regard to the year-end considerations, and then having additional resources in this checklist. The new redesign checklist is essentially a more comprehensive guide. So first, I explain everything that you would be doing inside of the checklist. We still have our home tab, which has the client's information in it. So this is the business's information, and you'd have this checklist for every business that you serve. But what I've done to the checklist is I've redesigned it where it truly is taking into account all of the accounting tasks that I have needed to perform for my business clients over the years. And again, just reminding you of the fact that it uses the end-to-end accounting lifecycle methodology, stages, and goals. So for example, here in January, what would I be doing for a client in January? If I open up all of the transactions related to managing the books on a monthly basis, I need to obtain and organize this data. And here are some tasks related to that. I need to update, record, and classify these money transactions. Here are some transactions related to that, so on. So basically every task that I would do for that business owner. And then again, making sure that it's really audit solid and audit proof, meaning I'm knowing what the status is for each transaction, when it's done, when I'm doing it, when it's done, and who it's assigned to, because I don't necessarily do all these tasks. Maybe I'm assigning it to someone and then I'm just reviewing and signing off it's done. Also, some areas to provide some internal notes, and then of course the conversations that I'm going to have with my business owner. And so this is a more comprehensive, let's say, work paper or source of truth for the business and the accounting professional when they are serving the business owner year round. So again, using this accounting methodology, the end-to-end accounting lifecycle, this is built out on a monthly basis. So every single month has your month transactions, which is managing the books and of course, balancing the books. So you need to balance all of those accounts. I've gotten you started with several line items here, but of course you can easily just go ahead and include a new line item as you are building and customizing this for yourself. In addition to work that you do for businesses, you also do quarterly work. So on those quarter months, so for example, March is a quarter end month, you're going to have the month end work, which includes managing and balancing the books, and you're going to have quarter end work as well. So after you finishing balancing the books, you need to open up the quarter end and you need to maintain those books every quarter. So I give you very comprehensive tasks that I've done over the years on a quarterly basis. Again, remember, this is using the methodology of the end-to-end accounting lifecycle. So the reason why I like to provide you this checklist inside of a training where I teach the end-to-end accounting lifecycle is so that way you can understand how I've actually served businesses on a month-end basis and on a quarter-end basis, and what I mean by managing books, balancing books, and maintaining books. Lastly, at the end of the year, we need to close the book. So of course, your December is not only going to be a month end, and it's not only going to be a quarter end, it's going to be a full year end. And so in addition to your breakout that I'm going to do here on the life cycle spreadsheet, so again, every single month and every single quarter has its own line item from January all the way through December, but then you're going to have a very comprehensive year-end close tab with all of the areas and items and tasks that I would do for the business owner, what I call the year-end readiness process. And again, where will this checklist live? It will live in the Ultimate Year-End Workshop plus Accounting Services Checklist, my VIP experience for accountants, bookkeepers, and tax professionals, which again includes this checklist, also includes 2 guest expert masterclasses, and includes the entire workshop experience, plus exercises, plus a private space for us to continue chatting, implementing, and answering your questions. Also, you'll get the entire Accounting Lifecycle Master Course, so that way you can truly learn and master the accounting life cycle and then implement this ultimate accounting checklist. All of that is here included in this course. When you join, you will join our Ultimate Year-End Workshop full experience with all of the lessons, all of the exercises, and then ultimately you'll get access to your checklist and all of the other bonuses in this course. Hope to see you there. Bye for now.